Monday. I hope you all are recovering well from Super Bowl parties, as you can hear. My voice is stretched. Um, and I also want to say be mindful of taking care of your health. I was not filming for the last couple of weeks because the flu descended on my house and it went into this vicious little cycle of my daughter, then my son, then me, then my husband. And so now it's like this remnant of a cough running through the house. But when I took my children in to talk to their pediatrician, they said, listen, the flu is in its rare form and it is coming with full vengeance this year. So, my encouragement this morning, first of all, is take care of your health. It is important. We need you. There's only one you. Again, hope you did well in football last night. I had the realization this morning because I overslept and missed a meeting, the importance of delegation. If you all have been following some of my chatter and updates throughout LinkedIn, you'll see that we were able to secure a lead round investor, which I'm so grateful for, which allowed us to accelerate some hiring necessary within our team. And the one thing I forgot to do was delegate the appropriate um, tool access that this person needed, and I turned into the bottleneck in the process. As CEOs and founders, we can be the bottleneck in the process, and I think it's important for us to be honest with ourselves and with our teammates. Don't be afraid to apologize, because I surely was on the call like, oh, I'm sorry, I was late. I know we can't get anything done. We had to reschedule the meeting, and it's okay because I have to own it, right? Own when you make a mistake, own when something has been impacted by your behavior. But that led me to thinking of a checklist that I should have had in place as I was making the hire, but I didn't. So I'm going to share the one that I did create with you all and be interested to see your feedback. This is for those who don't have HR specialists and HR departments on their team. This one's for you. But over the years of working in corporate America and just the business world in general, there's just some practical things that you have to have in place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to share with you guys 5 points today. The first one you should be very mindful of with your new hire is paperwork. Make sure all paperwork is in order. And this is everything from non-disclosure agreements. If it's contract, make sure the terms of those contracts are truly spelled out in the description of the job that they're doing. That's your safeguard. That is you all's touch point. That's your roadmap to your new hire working successfully and integrating within your company. The second would be make sure they truly understand the expectation that you have of them in that role. It takes a long time to find a good teammate and to make a good hire. It's an investment from you, the owner, into this person who has stated that they can execute everything that you need in that role. But until you actually start working with them on a day-to-day and a regular cadence, you really don't know. And there's a lot of people who can put fraudulent information on their resumes. So you got to test it out and push the limits on it. I am not afraid to put expectations onto my new hires. The third point I would say is to make sure their digital footprint within your company is truly updated. And this is everything from the email handle that they're going to use, the phone number that you want them to be contacted through extensions and things like that. And the website is debatable. Sometimes it's like, do I put them on the website or do I not? But if they are playing a key role and that's, you've hired them, you have to trust your hire. And you got to trust your decision. So make sure you update it in the website. And lastly, make sure you delegate to them the tools that they need. When I got into the Slack late this morning, it was like, oh, the people were on the call. I was the only one not on the call. But they were like, oh, well, who has the ability to start the meeting? And they didn't. So just simply being able to make sure that person has all the digital tools they need to do their job effectively so that, again, you, the founder, CEO, owner, don't become the bottleneck in the process. The fourth one I say is take them on, I call it the road tour of your company. who do they need to meet within your company? We have a small company, so they have to meet everybody. And they also have to understand the hierarchy of how they fall into the flow of the company and how it works. If you don't tell the other teammates about a new person, and then this new person walks into the room and everyone's looking at them like, who are you? Why are you here? You want to make sure that you are integrating new hires into your team efficiently and effectively and with respect, right? Let them know what the role this new person will play within the company, how they will interlink from a department perspective, how they should communicate with each other. I'm going as far as to letting them know how frequently I would anticipate that they need to meet, minimally, and then they can adjust from there. Because again, I don't want to be an issue in their communication and the expectation of how they're supposed to work together. But if the leader, don't express and explain to the rest of the team how they are working together and how their interactions impact the entire company and the entire process of working together, then it turns into a problem that's quite frankly unnecessary and could have been avoided by a 5-minute conversation. And then lastly, you want to establish a priority checklist of projects that you want this new hire to execute. Now, I like to do it on a 1 week schedule, and then looking at a 1 month and then a 3 month. So between the first 2 weeks, these are the things that we have to have happen. Over the next month, these are the things that we have to have happen. And then finally, over the next 3 months, here are the things that we need to happen and should have been executed collectively. Now, obviously, things will come up in that time frame, but if you give like a general roadmap and a general explanation and expectation of the next 3 months of this person in the role, I believe that it'll have one, it'll create that trust level with you and your employee, your new hire quicker, and it will allow them to not be confused about, well, where do I need to start? You hired this person for a reason. They feel a need. It allows you to delegate the issues off of your plate and into capable hands. And so, although you might have this person on a 30-day, a 60-day, or a 90-day probationary period, at least you will have a clear roadmap and understanding of, even if other things start to come up over the next 3 months, here's the top, 3 or 4 or even 5 projects that we have to have executed. So I really would love you all's feedback. If there's something that you do with your new hires that I didn't, capture here, from paperwork, understanding roles and expectations, the digital footprint, the road tour, the company introduction, and then the priority list of projects. I'm really curious as to see what you all use to help efficiently onboard new hires into your company, and let's start the conversation about it. Again, these motivational Mondays are not meant to be, hour-long conversations. And as you can see, they vary between 15 minutes and 10 minutes, and I'm okay with that. And I hope it works for you. I hope you have a wonderful week this week. Stay healthy. Enjoy some of this beautiful sunshiny weather, because we all know we have been under this gray cloud dome for the past month. So get out, be happy, be healthy, and hey, maybe I'll see you at some of the events that I'll be at this week. And make sure you say hi. Love you. Have a great